Hello. So I just realized I haven't said anything like this whole time, and people could be watching this later when it's not live anymore. So hopefully, if you did that, you jump ahead to this point. I'll try to like mark it somehow or something. It's my first live, so I don't know how I go back and do that later, but I'll try to figure it out. Uh, so, just hanging out for the moment. Hopefully, a couple people pop in at least to watch this so we can get a little interaction. I'm tempted to get started, but I'm going to hold off for a few minutes. Excited to open up another box of this. I've opened 7 so far, and I did hit 1 serialized doctor. It was number 11. The number was like 400 and something. It wasn't the like special relevant number. 364 maybe? I don't remember exactly. But so I was really excited about that. Hopefully it would be great to see another. Super excited about the specials coming up starting Friday. So just gonna go over. Plan here is to open at least 1 box. I do have 2 others. Don't know how far I'll get tonight. Kind of depends on if people show up, and then, you know, if it's fun, we'll keep going. But don't want to do too many for no reason either. So might just do the 1, might do all 3. Also will depend on the drinking game aspect that I've decided, because it amused me. I was thinking about how I could turn opening this box into a bit of a drinking game. So the rules are, if I were to open a serialized card, I would take a shot, obviously, but since that's incredibly rare and unlikely to happen, anytime I open a common, I will be taking a shot, which seems counterintuitive because commons should be common, but apparently Wizards of the Coast doesn't feel that way. So I've actually only been averaging like, I think, fewer than 5 per box of commons. So it should be a pretty safe decision to do a shot for each common, but we will see, I guess. Yeah, it's weird because there's so many rares in here and so many doctors. The actual like regular basic versions of the doctor are like, I haven't checked prices for a few weeks now, but when they were tanking hard because there's so many in this product. I did pick up 1 of each of the decks, haven't gotten to play yet. Some police sirens. I don't know if you can hear them or not. I have my sound off because I didn't plan this at all. I should have a microphone probably. Hopefully you can hear me. I kind of tested it a little bit and I could hear myself, but so if I'm too quiet, I do apologize. Hopefully you can turn your volume up and deal with it that way, because I don't really have a quick fix for that because I made poor decisions setting this up. Yes, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start opening. So I'll keep an eye on chat if anyone pops in and has any questions. I'm not going to be too particular about what I acknowledge and don't acknowledge because I don't think chat's going to be a real busy place. So should be able to keep up on that pretty easily. Without further ado, let's start cracking her open for my 8th box of Doctor Who Magic the Gathering. Oh my gosh. I have a low battery and a smoke detector, so you're probably hearing that chirp too, and you would think that's just something I really should have fixed before I'm doing this, but here we are. And I haven't even started drinking yet. Empty box. Hey, out of the frame. So I'm not sure the best way. Oh, so I do have my shot here. I decided on a scotch. There's not a whole lot in here. If I run out, I have another bottle of whiskey ready to go. Scotch was the closest thing I had to anything British, although, you know, it's from Scotland, and so is David Tennant, so good enough for me. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing shots of for now, at least, until that runs out. think how we're going to do this is... Oh, I forgot. I'm looking at the back of the token thinking that's the front of the pack, but it is not. Not the greatest view, but here we're going to go this route. Get a mountain. There's a delay on my laptop. I believe that's the 6th Doctor. Oh, that's the Surge Foil. Okay. Could have used a better light too. Things I'm learning for next time. We've got Frostboil Snarl. Not Surge Foil. Nissa of Traken. I just actually just watched the episode where she leaves. So I think I mentioned it in some of my other openings, but I might as well talk about it here again. I've watched all of the modern series and the classic series. I started at the beginning and made it into like the middle of the 4th Doctor and then kind of fell off for a while. Not any fault of the show or anything, just didn't get around to it for a while. So I was trying to catch up again, or catch up to the series that ended in 1989. But I've only made it, I just finished the 20th season, which ended with the 20th anniversary special, the 5 Doctors. So I went from the 20th anniversary special to the next thing I'll probably watch will be the 60th anniversary special. So just a 40-year jump in production quality. The Moment from the 50th anniversary special. The Foretold Soldier, one of the Capaldi era stories, yes. Cyber Conversion, that kind of fits with every Doctor. Cybermen, very popular recurring villain. Choked Estuary. These piles are going to be meaningless, but I'm going to try for a minute. The Master Multiplied, the first of the modern era Masters, kind of. I mean, you could argue Yana is the first, but if you know, you know. Deserted Beach with the Impossible Astronaut. Cyber Ship. Sungrass Prairie in the Surge Foil full art. Nice. Wrestling Menoptera Leader. I just realized that I have not been paying attention to rarity, but I'm fairly certain everything so far has been a rare. Yes, except the basic land, and I'm not counting basic lands as commons because I don't actually want to take a shot for every single pack. So I'm gonna throw that caveat on there. I think they're technically their own rarity anyway. What's it on the bottom of the card? Yeah, it's labeled L for land, so not a common. K9 and the Master Multiplied, alternate version of the Master, the TARDIS frame, Beast Human token. Yes. Right. No commons in pack 1. So that is the start we are having. Oh, jeez. So, see, we have somebody watching now, some people, couple, not sure. Anyway, so welcome if you're just joining. Surge Foil Planes, the 3rd Doctor. Yep, I don't know what I'm doing. Davros, Dalek creator, a lot of talk about him because he had his little appearance that some people weren't happy about. We're not going to get into that. Surge Foil Thriving Heath. Oh, that's a common. The Surge Foil Thriving Heath is our first common, so cheers to that. Whew. Not sure I was ready for that, but fill up my next one. Yeah, that bottle's not going to last. Got a glass of water here to stay hydrated. It's important. Not on theme. It's a Hobbit glass. I do have my slightly on theme background of those are actually all binders of Magic cards. So I don't know why I said slightly. That's very on theme. But regardless, so Diamond Heath, common number 1 in Surge Foil. Donna Noble, obviously pretty important character with her returning for the specials. Temple of the False God. I believe that art is, yeah, from the Rings of Akheton with the 11th Doctor. Uncommon. Okay. I gotta remember to watch that. River Song would be a great character to see back for the anniversary or after. Played by the wonderful Alex Kingston, who I have met. I was going to grab, because you know, some people might lie about being true fans of Doctor Who, so I have had my picture taken with, it's actually a dual photo with Alex Kingston and Catherine Tate. That's one of them. I have one with Chris Eccleston, one with Matt Smith, and one with Karen Gillan. The con I went to for where I was going to see Tennant, he decided that having a baby was more important than coming to America, so I didn't see him in person. Anyway, Inspiring Refrain with the Ood. Actually, another Doctor and Donna reference. Everything Comes to Dust, Throws. Temple of Deceit, which I believe is the, Satellite 5 from a few episodes of the first season of the relaunch in 2005. And then a copy of Nissa, who she was a weird character because I felt like they never did anything with her. Like, she was there and she was relevant, but they didn't like develop her. Oh, that's a Surge foil, which I guess was that pile. So I was like, I wasn't upset to see her go, but I was kind of like, already? I don't know. Surge foil of Waterlogged Grove, Quantum Misalignment, Surge foil there with the 13th Doctor. 5th Doctor, who, like I said, I'm currently watching. I don't know how close I am to the end of his run now that I've seen the 5 Doctors. It's got to be getting close since I only have 6 seasons left and there's 2 Doctors to go. The Master, Gallifrey's End, the most recent incarnation of the Master there. Soldier, Mark of the Rani. I'm not a fan of the Rani episodes. They didn't really do anything for me. Just something I watched recently and, you know, they weren't terrible, but I was a little bored. It might have been, I mean, they were made in the late 70s, early 80s, so I guess it's to be expected, but there were some other episodes around that time I thought were better. Mountain, 6th Doctor. Oh, Command Tower is a common, so apparently it's going to be lands for all. I think a lot of the commons in this set are lands, so. Yeah. Sorry, apparently I have trouble concentrating, can't pour and talk. I don't know what part of me thought that was going to make more than 3 shots. Like, I legitimately thought I had like 6 or so shots in there, and I had half of that, so I guess we'll be switching to another bottle rather quickly. Command Tower. Vine Glimmer Snarl. Coward or Killer. Great line from the 9th Doctor era. TARDIS, uncommon. Sarah Jane Smith. I never think, because, so I know Sarah Jane is a very popular companion, and I know I like her, but like every time she shows up, it's It's like the best. So for the 5th Doctor, or the 5 Doctors, the 20th anniversary special, I was really happy to see her again. Lava Clariches, The Wedding of River Song, quality moment from Sundown Pass. Joe Grant, that's the Surge Foil extended art there. Surge Foil Temple of Deceit. Overgrown Farmland. Another Sarah Jane Smith. Nice. And ooh, Surge Foil of the 8th Doctor, the TARDIS frame, who did a very, it was nice, Paul McGann did a very nice voiceover for a 60th anniversary sort of trailer that I really liked. Warrior Food. It's a combination, I guess. Pack number 4. Yeah. Sorry, I just realized I can't actually. I wanted to make sure my chat was working. I'm sure it is, but I just want to confirm, so I'm going to talk to myself. Yes. Okay, moving on. Planes. I'm like, ooh, Foil Doctor, but this is literally one of the face cards from the decks, and yeah, it's also labeled as a mythic rare, and it just doesn't matter. Dalek Squadron. Jamie McCrimmon, that was a weird, his appearance in the 5 Doctors is weird. I'll leave it at weird. I don't want to spoil too many things for people that might go back to the 80s and watch. Yeah, it'd be, because it was the 20th anniversary, so it'd be 83. I know what I'm talking about. It's the year I was born. Hey, 4 Doctor, played by John Hurt. It's possible that, what are we, 2 shots in, and I'm starting to feel a little bit. No one said I had a high tolerance. Also want to clarify that I'm not trying to encourage drinking with this video. I just really, it amused me when I had the idea of taking a shot for every common. Just seemed ridiculous to me, so I went for it. Fugitive of the Jadoon, Tegan Javanka, Waterlogged Grove, the 5th Doctor, foil, extended art, Chaos Warp extended art. There was a time when I think that was a thing, but I think it's been reprinted enough now that it's, yeah. Bill Potts, the Surge foil extended art there. Bill is the companion of the 12th Doctor. Thought she was pretty great. Desolate Lighthouse in the Surge foil extended. Surge foil of Ponder. Oh, that's a common. Hey, pretty sure I haven't missed any. But, so, Surge foil Ponder. I think that's some really great art there. Just gotta grab my. This is gonna be a hard shift. I probably should have thought this through. I'm going from Scotch to a peanut butter flavored whiskey. AKA the bottles I happen to have on my shelf. So there's that. So we left off with Ponder was, we already did the shot and the thing, and the reason was the Ponder. Weeping Angel, TARDIS frame. A foil TARDIS frame River Song, very nice. And a Dalek Mark of the Rani token. Oh, I forgot Surge foil tokens are a thing. That's a Surge foil. That's not a Surge foil. I'm definitely going to have to resort these later, which I should have known coming into this. because I'm always terrible about sorting on camera, even when I'm not taking shots. So definitely should have assumed there would not be good piles today. Do feel free to let me know in chat when you can't hear me, because I do tend to like get quieter. Like I said, I'm never going to be loud enough because I didn't think to get a microphone ready, but feel free to call me out for trailing off. Island. Yeah, we're just going to give up. The second Doctor, foil there. Great Intelligence's Plan, search foil. Great Swarm is approaching. As humanity celebrates, so shall it end. Looks like snowflakes and Clara, so I think it's the 12th Doctor encounter with Great Intelligence is what they're referencing there. Horizon Canopy. Thriving Bluff, that would be another common land. So, here goes that. Oh boy. Excuse me, don't know if you can hear that, but a little more water. All right, back to it. So we had Thriving Bluff, Temple of Abandon, Graham O'Brien, 13th Doctor Companion in the full art. Oh, he's a pilot. Is that referenced in the show? I can't remember now. Apparently Graham is a pilot. Apparently I'm a bad fan and I don't remember these things. Sun Petal Grove, Ace's baseball bat. I'm looking forward to seeing Ace and the 7th Doctor at some point when I get there. Solemn Simulacrum, aka Sad Robot, which, I mean, almost demanded a printing with that art, being that the emoji bots existed in Doctor Who. It had to be done. Jenny, Generated Anomaly, surge foil there of the extended art of this Jenny. There's two Jennies in the set, Jenny Generated Anomaly and Jenny, Madame Vastra's partner. I can't think of her name. But this, for anyone that cares about random trivia and somehow doesn't know, was played by the actress who would go on to become Mrs. David Tennant, Georgia Moffat. Love Clarice's in the Surge foil. Dragon Skull Summit in Surge foil. It's always weird to get two of the same color pair lands in the same pack. The Master Multiplied and a Weeping Angel. Copy Cyberman token. I do like the copy art. It's a lot of fun. Looks better when you can see it because poor lighting. All right, we got a Surge Foil Island kicking it off. The 5th Doctor. Temple of Epiphany. Time Lord Regeneration with the 5th Doctor again. The 11th Doctor there. Iraxa, Empress of Mars. Uncommon. Safe. I thought about going uncommons, but that number was a little higher than I was comfortable with. So I didn't want to die on camera. So we went commons. Dalek Emperor. Rare extended art there. Horizon Canopy. K9 Mark 1. Good old K9. The Robot Dog. Fetid Pools. Oh, 12th Doctor in Surge Foil. Extended art is guitar there. Cursed Mirror, another Surge Foil extended art. River of Tears, yet another Surge Foil. I lose track of how many of things you're supposed to get in these packs, so it just feels like a lot of Surge Foils in a row, but maybe 3 in a row is normal. Oop, too many cards. The Master, Mesmerist. I'm not 100% sure which Master that's supposed to be. Probably the original. Could also be the Ainley second Master. Well, not second, but second like actor who you could see his face to play the Master. 4th Doctor in the foil TARDIS frame, and a Surge Foil token with human and mutant. It's weird because I'm looking at my phone and the video looks okay, but the quality that's coming up on my laptop is terrible. So I'm not sure what anyone else is seeing. Hopefully better than my laptop is giving me. Another Surge Foil Island there. The 1st Doctor in Surge Foil. Nice. The 5 Doctors really gave me a new appreciation for William Hartnell. Hartnell. Anyway, not to say that I believe it's Richard Herndahl is the guy who played him played the 1st Doctor for the 5 Doctors special. That's because William Hartnell had unfortunately passed away. It wasn't bad, but I feel like Hartnell just brought something to the role that was missing from, well, actually both Herndahl and the later David Bradley interpretation, which I like. You're wrong, I'm not discrediting anyone, but Hartnell was something. And from what I've read, I think it's just that he took the role a lot more seriously than a lot of actors would have in his place. And I don't know how much of that is accurate or just after the fact fixing, but it really seemed like he really felt like Doctor Who was something special and important, and he's obviously been proven to be right on some level. So there's that. But that's another drinking game. We're not playing that one today, unless you are at home. But I'm not part of that. Blink, this saga from one of the most popular episodes. I don't really have anything to add about Blink. It's a great episode. I do kind of sometimes think people like I said, I have nothing to add, but now I'm going to talk about it. Like, Blink gets a lot of attention, and I'm not sure it's warranted how much attention it gets. I don't know how to better phrase what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just procrastinating getting this next card. But Blink, I don't want to say overrated, but maybe talked about too much. Draws too much attention and focus. Anyway, let's explore the rest of this pack. That hurt me, but I did it. So, explore is a common, which, cheers. Ooh. I've kind of lost count, but I feel like we're already at either 4 or 5, which is what I kind of expected for the whole box. And we do still have 5 packs to go. So I may have Welcome to Paul. Just joined our chat. I apologize. I wish that I still had the functionality to respond in time with chat and not interrupt what's happening, but I don't. Bloop. Typing with one hand is an experience. But there you go, Paul. That's Paul requested, for those of you that are watching and not watching chat, which is none of you. There is no one. But he said I should start over. To which I cleverly, as a Doctor Who fan, replied, "My TARDIS is on the fritz, and I cannot go back." Winning. Anyway. So, I don't know why I didn't just say that as opposed to trying to type it. This is why this is my first live stream. Can you tell? I think we lost Paul anyway, because did we lose Paul? I think we lost Paul. He'll be back. Maybe. Anyway, in the future, I will endeavor to verbally reply to chat, not pause everything to type. I'm learning. Thanks, Paul. He can tell. I'm assuming he means that it's my first live stream. Rude. So we already drank for that Explorer. I'm not going to drink again, even though I almost forgot for a minute. The 11th hour. Boop. Path of Ancestry is a common, so this box really is wow, that I suck. Thank you, Paul. Let me just... I think I can like temporarily mute Paul or something. Just kidding, he's my biggest fan. He's actually, I can't remember technically if it's him or who he went with, but the shot glass, for anyone who needs to know random facts, the shot glass was actually a gift from a trip to Disney World. Yes, I'm drinking for, it's a common, like basic lands aren't commons, but, so Paul asked if I'm drinking for common lands, which, yes, because it's a common. If it was a basic land, that's not a common, but if it's a common, it's a common. Don't discriminate. But anyway, shot glass is a gift from Disney World from the, it's the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster, which I know they were talking about changing, so it might not be, I don't remember if it's still a thing or not. But anyway, that's the shot glass. It's a gift from a person talking to me in chat. Bloop, Path of Ancestry, Gallifrey Council Chamber, extended art, Cursed Mirror extended art. Oh, it's a 13th Doctor episode. I was like, I haven't talked for a while about what episode these things are from, and I don't remember what episode Cursed Mirror is from, but Paul's pretty sure he got me the shot glass, but then he says some other things that I don't necessarily agree with. Love you, Justin. You're not watching, but I love you anyway. Cursed Mirror, 13th Doctor. Sorry. Sisterhood of Karn foil extended art. Another 50th anniversary special. It seemed like it was a reappearance, but I don't think I've seen their original appearance yet. I'm starting to wonder if there is one. So I don't know if there's an original Sisterhood of Karn appearance. Karn is a weird one because it's a word in magic as well as in Doctor Who. In magic, it refers to a silver golem. In Doctor Who, it refers to something that a sisterhood was named after. The best fan. Fiery Islet, extended art foil. Adric, Mathematical Genius, search foil there, extended art. Adric, if you don't know about Adric, I'm going to venture into spoiler territory here for 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Many years ago, Adric is one of the first companions to just brutally die. So, I got to that episode, and I don't feel like it. Paul has observed my smoke detector, which I already addressed, but he wasn't here at the beginning when I talked about it. Yes, my smoke detector. For anyone just joining us, my smoke detector battery is dying, and I should change it. But I am a procrastinator, and it's what I'm best at, really. Hence why there was no preparation for this video, and none. But Adric, brutal death. Just senseless, brutal, pointless. It was terrible. I had a hard time even feeling bad about it. And it wasn't, I think some people didn't care because they thought Adric was annoying. I won't say he wasn't, but I didn't hate him to the point where I wanted him to die. And I still was just like, okay, he died. It didn't make a lot of sense and felt unnecessary. Moving on, Port Town extended surge foil, quantum misalignment extended surge foil, the Master Gallifrey's End, and Davros Dalek Creator foil TARDIS treatment, mythic rare, Alien Angel, Clue. I have a whole rant about Weeping Angels, mostly related to the secret lair that they did. So if anyone watched Gavin Verhey on, I don't remember which thing I watched that he did, but he talked about the fact that they did their homework and made sure that Weeping Angels do not, in fact, fly. So none of the Weeping Angels in the main set have flying. But then they did a whole secret lair where all of the Weeping Angels are, in fact, just reprints of angels from Magic, and they gave them, so they have flying. And I just, I'm sure it's like different departments that handle these things, but it just felt bad. It felt real bad. Forrest, the Ninth Doctor. I was trying to think of a quick synopsis of why I should appreciate the Ninth Doctor, and I don't know how to do it, but I do love the Ninth Doctor. I was like, yes, Paul pointed out his favorite thing to point out about Secret Lairs is that Dread Pirate Roberts from The Princess Bride, they made him not a pirate. Yes, big mistake. I also dislike they did Ash from Evil Dead as a non-legendary character. So that hurt my feelings that Ash is not legendary. Although, in fairness, yeah, I don't know. They can't please everyone. They could do better, though. Wizards of the Coast, if anyone that has any influence on that company is watching this, just do better. The Ninth Doctor. Great character, great actor in a great role. Just, I feel like he's just like the second best at so many things. The Ninth Doctor is the second best at everything. Quote me on that. Storm-Carved Coast foil rare. Night of the Doctor saga. Night of the Doctor, interestingly, is a mini episode they did in the lead up to the 50th anniversary, and all of the cards, magic cards, that reference the 8th Doctor are in reference to this mini episode, because the movie that the 8th Doctor originally appeared in was made in collaboration with Fox, and so they don't own the full rights. BBC doesn't have the full rights, so they just pretend that never happened, and we only talk about to Night of the Doctor. Which is fine, because the movie's not great, but I wish we got more Paul McGann. And him doing a voiceover for a trailer recently makes me hopeful that we'll get more Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor. If anyone from the BBC is watching this, basically I want more of everything. That's the best summary. If there's a thing you can do with Doctor Who, I probably want it. So, make it happen. Rose Tyler, the original companion of the new Who era. Billie Piper was fantastic. I don't know if I want her back. I think they've played out all the options they have on that train without pushing it too far. So maybe, nope, I lied. See, I lied, because I would definitely take a spin-off with Rose Tyler and the Meta-Crisis Doctor. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, shame on you. Watch more Doctor Who. Just do it. Become the pilot. I think it's a 12th Doctor thing, maybe. I struggle with this, because it's either the 12th Doctor or the 11th Doctor, but I just can't care enough to actually, like, fact check it. Terrible. Dinosaurs on Spaceship is definitely an 11th Doctor thing. It might even be the title of the episode, which coincidentally features David Bradley in a minor role before he went on to play the first Doctor, originally in a non-fictional documentary about the original creation of the show, and then he went on to play the first Doctor in one episode. I think it's one episode of the show. The second best portrayal of the first Doctor, as we've already addressed. I don't think I actually clarified that, but I would put David Bradley. I would go William Hartnell, David Bradley, Richard Hurndall. And that seemed like I was being really disrespectful to two of them, but I'm not. I just really think William Hartnell had something. It's the reason that 60 years and some number of hours, because technically with time zone differences, I'm late on celebrating the actual 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. But that's, I think Hartnell was a huge part of why the show worked when it worked. He was a part of why the show didn't work when it didn't work. Well, that's more of a looking back thing. But the other actors, and because you can tell when you know, when I'm getting way off topic on a rant now, but that's what live streams are for, right? When you know the story of why William Hartnell had to leave Doctor Who, you can see it in the episodes, and it's sad, really, to like know that, because he wasn't as old as he seemed. If I remember right, Capaldi was older. I could be wrong, but he's not like, he wasn't old to the point where like he wasn't like in his 80s. I believe he was in his 50s, maybe 60s. But you can see just in his, what did he do, 3 seasons? A few seasons, you can see like the decline in his health and his struggle with memorizing lines. And they did, it's an amazing, the whole cast did an amazing job of getting through that time. But it's crazy to watch it with the knowledge and know what's happening behind the scenes while it's happening. It's an experience, to say the least. Anyway, I was shots. That's, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Wound Reflection, extended art rare. Kraken Time is a extended art foil. Obviously, the Kraken Time was a huge plot point for the 11th Doctor. 11th. See, that's 11. So that was that. Desolate Lighthouse, which is a reference to the fugitive Doctor. There's people that don't want to acknowledge the fugitive Doctor, but I'm sorry to tell them, Russell T Davies has confirmed that we will be addressing the fugitive. Well, he didn't say the fugitive Doctor. He said we'd be addressing the Flux and the Timeless Child. So, if you're someone that's 100% against either of those things, I'm sorry that you can't accept change. And it's barely even change. Like, I understand where you're coming from calling it change, but it's really just like, here's everything we knew between my hands, because I feel I need to explain that metaphor. Between my hands is everything we thought we knew about the Doctor. All they've done now has been like, there's more. That's all they did. People are like, oh, it removes the mystery. I'm like, how does adding more that we don't know removing mystery? Yo no comprendo. Paul asked, how many serialized cards did you get so far? This is box number 8. Unless I've missed any in this box, which I'm beginning to feel like is remotely possible. I do not think I have. If I have, I feel like the comments can proceed to destroy me when people watch this video eventually, because no one's watching it live except Paul. Thank you, Paul. But so far, one in one of my boxes, and it was an 11th Doctor, which is great because the 11th Doctor's run is one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite run for a Doctor. Just his whole, like, the arc, the plot, just to me, that's the show at its best, is the 11th Doctor's era. Born to hand jive, baby. Sorry. The 11th Doctor's era might be my favorite run of the show. The 10th Doctor is still my favorite Doctor. A lot of his episodes are my favorite. Don't discount the 9th Doctor. Capaldi is a phenomenal actor. I think Jodie Whittaker just got cursed with some bad writing. The classic Doctors, if you look past the time their episodes were made, some of them are absolutely brilliant. All Doctors are Doctors. End rant. Not really. The rant will continue, but the moral of the story there is one serialized card. That was the question. 1 out of 7 2/3 of a box. 7 2/3, 1 serialized card. That's Lighthouse. Jenny Flint. Jenny Flint. Earlier I was confused about who the second Jenny in the set was, and it is Jenny Flint. The partner of Madame Vestra, partner meaning lesbian lover, in case that wasn't clear. If you have a problem with that, live your life, dude. Try not to assume your gender, but anyway, search foil extended art there. Foreboding Ruins, Surge foil extended. Heaven Sent. Heaven Sent. So, Heaven Sent. All the sagas are based on an episode. Heaven Sent, and there's one for each Doctor. In case you didn't figure it out, they did a thing. Heaven Sent is the one for Capaldi's era. I've already said that Capaldi is I don't remember how I worded it. Like, it was literally like 2 minutes ago. But Capaldi is a phenomenal actor. Debatedly the best actor to ever play the role of the Doctor. That's hard because I'm such a Tennant fanboy, but Capaldi is like Capaldi is something. His acting is just another level from what we get from most doctors, and he took it so seriously because he was such a fan. I just have so much appreciation for everything Capaldi did, and yet, Heaven Sent, the episode that he got his saga made for, I used to think was overrated. I, for a long time, actually thought Heaven Sent is good, but is it as good as the internet community makes it out to be? And I recently rewatched it, and I think the answer is yes. I think Capaldi, his acting is just on another level, and Heaven Sent is something very special. Even though I don't, the problem with Heaven Sent for me is I don't agree with kind of what happens before and what happens after. Like, but if I truly look in that vacuum of that one episode, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. So, Heaven Sent. If you haven't seen Heaven Sent, then I'm sorry you don't watch enough Doctor Who. It's your own problem. 12th Doctor, Capaldi. This is very much derived from like his costume reveal poster, which he actually changed his costume a lot throughout his run, and it seems like Ncuti Gatwa. I hope I said that. Ncuti Gatwa. That sounded right. It seems that he's going to kind of go the same route of changing his costume a lot, which I'm here for. I don't think, as much as like a lot of the Doctors have an iconic look, like obviously the 4th Doctor's scarf, you know, the 5th Doctor's stick of celery, they're iconic, but I don't think there's anything wrong with making changes either. I think it's just another direction to go. So anyway, he had the red, which obviously most people feel like is a nod to the 3rd Doctor, John Pertwee. Don't think they're wrong. But this is very much the exact like pose and image from the costume reveal image they put out for the 12th Doctor. And I'm here for it on the TARDIS frame. Here we go. We have a foil TARDIS frame TARDIS. TARDIS frame TARDIS. TARDIS TARDIS. It's TARDIS squared. It's not uncommon. So uncommon with the TARDIS squared there. Surge foil copy / mutant. That's copy mutant. I don't remember what the mutants are from. I think I've actually like taken the time to research what the mutants are from. But right now, I do not know what the mutant token is in reference to. Surge Foil Mountain. The 1st Doctor, again, William Hartnell. Something special. Rassilon, the War President. My brain hurts as I just watched the 5th Doctor, and they go to the tomb of Rassilon, and my brain is like, in the classic series, I don't think Rassilon has been a real, legitimate thing. I think he just exists in history. Excuse me. As far as I've gone in the classic series. But I believe in the modern series, he's like back as a living, breathing Time Lord. So I'm not sure when that happens, but maybe when I finish the 6 seasons I have left, which I will do, I will. Before the 70th anniversary, so I'm giving myself 10 years, I will finish Classic Who. I've watched the movie, so I have 6 seasons. 6 seasons. And not a movie, because I've already watched the movie to watch. That was a veiled Community reference. I hope, if Paul's still here, he appreciated it. Community is a show. It was an American comedy that did, in fact, make a lot of references to Doctor Who and a movie. So Paul doesn't know what I'm talking about. Yes, Community. Dan Harmon, big Doctor Who fan, created Community, and also Rick and Morty. If you haven't seen Rick and Morty, it's basically Doctor Who with an adult twist. I find it weird that the word adult a lot of times means like dick and fart jokes. Like a lot of times when they say adult, I feel like they really mean more juvenile, but it's like so juvenile on a level that we don't actually want to expose children to that level of juvenility, which is probably not a word, but we don't want to expose them to that because they'll get ideas, and we don't need that. Like, children don't need to be encouraged to make any more dick and fart jokes than they already do, so we'll call this adult content. That's Rick and Morty. So there we have it. I like Rick and Morty, but I don't want it to come across the wrong way. I like it for what it is. A thinly veiled Doctor Who homage with added dick and fart jokes. Rassilon, the War President. I said a bunch about Rassilon. I don't remember if it was because of this card or because of another card earlier, but I think we're ready to move on either way. Path to Exile. Very iconic Magic card. Always a needed reprint. So I'll take one on the theme of Doctor Who. Sure, why not? Kate Stewart. Kate Stewart, another character that is confirmed to be returning for the 60th anniversary. The daughter of Colonel Lethbridge Stewart. I wanted to say the longer version of his name, but it didn't come out, so Colonel Lethbridge Stewart. Alistair. Wow. Anyway, like both just iconic characters. They've done such a good job handling the Brigadier and now his daughter. It's one thing that I love about a show that goes this long is the way they can just, like, it's generational within the show in a way that even like Star Trek, which is only like 10 years behind the length of Doctor Who, they still have, I don't think they've done as well at being a generational saga as Doctor Who has with the Brigadier and Kate. I'm trying to think if there's other examples, and that's the only one I can think of is the Brigadier and Kate Stewart. But like Star Trek, they're like, oh, this is the next generation, but then it's actually just a bunch of completely unrelated characters a generation later in time. And mad respect for bringing Bones back for the first episode, because Bones is the best part of the original series. Fight me. Kate Stewart, legendary human scientist, because Doctor Who is a franchise where legendary human scientists are in fact allowed to shine. I mean, Star Trek is too in that particular case. Like, if they ever did a Star Trek crossover with magic, first of all, please don't. I don't actually need any more crossovers that appeal to me on a level I can't resist, because I'm kind of anti-crossover. Like, I want my magic content to be my magic content, but Doctor Who was a thing I couldn't resist. D&D, I was like, oh, close enough, it's fine. Lord of the Rings, I was like, yeah, let's do Lord of the Rings. But I don't part of me was so against Universes Beyond, and they're just whittling away at my soul with these Universes Beyond that I actually do appreciate and enjoy. They're coming for me. Damn it, Wizards. As Paul said, they get everyone eventually. He's not wrong. They just made from Marvel. Part of me had my doubts that they would ever do a Marvel Magic crossover because of Disney Lorcana existing, but then it's happening, right? Am I so drunk that I'm misremembering right now? Because I've had more shots than I expected to in this video, and they've hit me harder than I want to admit, because I'm not actually a big drinker. Why I decided to do it, like, as I said early on, I only did this because it made me so, it tickled my funny bone that commons are the least common thing to open in Doctor Who collector's packs. You will open a number of rares that is frankly ridiculous. There are so many rares in these packs. Mythics, a few. There might be. I'm not sure. I don't know how many mythics, but there's anyway. Uncommons. Most of the most valuable cards in the set are foil uncommons. In case I could be wrong, but I feel like if you look on TCG Player, that's probably still accurate as of right now. That foil uncommons are the most valuable things in the Doctor Who set because the decks come with non-foil versions. We have some chat here. I think Lorcana is only doing Brisney. Wow. Whew. I'm just gonna. Can we just edit that part out? The live stream. I think Lorcana is only doing Disney stuff and never any of the acquired brands like Star Wars, Marvel, etc. It seems you're right. Oh, these are words I don't like to say. It seems that you're right. I'm curious about Pixar. I'd like to know where Pixar is going, if Pixar will go into Lorcana eventually. I haven't played Lorcana. I meant to pick some up, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Seems like it's a fine game. Sure, why not? Just another thing. I do appreciate games that I can convince non-gamers to play. So Lorcana has that going for it. I can be like, oh, look, Disney. Please play with me. It's not a trap, I swear. Anyway. We were on Kate Stewart talking about the legacy, the generational legacy of Doctor Who. Search foil Gallifrey Council Chamber. I mainly know the Gallifrey Council Chamber from, I believe that's where they're having their little, oh shit. Oh, I did the thing on YouTube. I'm sorry. Shh, didn't happen. Search for Gallifrey Council Chamber, which I think I only know from the 50th anniversary special. I believe that's what they show with the Time Lords. Flatline is a 12th Doctor story that has moments. I thought they kept the companion that's in Flatline around too long. That's all I'm going to say. Rockfall Vale has a quote from Ilyn, the first one to get to the site marked as the Ghost Monument. Oh, Ghost Monument means it's 13th Doctor. I was like, I don't know what this is about, but I do. I do know from the thing that 13th Doctor. Impending Flux, also a 13th Doctor reference, although as I said way long ago in this video, Flux will be referenced in one of the upcoming specials, meaning they're not going to try to erase the last few years of Doctor Who content, which I feel is absolutely the right direction. Whether you agree with what they've done or not, it is what they've done. You don't try to erase it. You move forward with what happened. Rockfall Vale. Oh, I already... Don't judge me. The Fifth Doctor. Extended art foil. Yes. Surge foil, actually. Surge foil. Peter Davison. I've only just recently watched his stuff, and I feel like I'm the worst at like assessing things immediately. I feel like I need to have a really long time to decide how I feel about things. Maybe at least one rewatch. But he really brought. I'm pretty sure he's the youngest actor to play the Doctor as of when he started, and he really just brought something different to the character than all four of the actors before him had. Even the incredible Tom Baker, who I think I went into Tom Baker wanting to feel like the Fourth Doctor was overrated, but I can't. The wedding ring, reference to... What is the wedding ring a reference to? Because did they actually... Oh, no, I remember now. I know now. I don't want to fill this video with spoilers for anyone who's stupid enough to have not watched Doctor Who yet. Just saying. So I won't get into the wedding ring, but the wedding ring. The Cyber Controller. Cyberman. I really need to build a Cyberman dedicated deck, and it's going to be hard because I'm a slave to themes. Shots fired, Paul says. That's probably in reference to the fact that Paul, if anyone wants someone to hate, if you need a target for all of the hatred you've built up, Paul's opinion of Doctor Who is that the mannequin villains of the episode Rose are too cheesy and he can't watch past then. Unless he's finally watched more, which he's been saying he's going to do. But... And I 1000% understand that early reboot Doctor Who is rough. I just think there's a lot of other rough science fiction out there. And like, if you can't see past the rough spots, are you really even a fan of the genre? Like, The Next Generation, if you watch some of that. Oh, he's coming back with the... So, not yet, Paul says. Drying paint needs watching. Oh, you told me shots were fired. Doctor Who can be challenging, I will admit, but yeah, Doctor Who has something that no other sci-fi franchise has what Doctor Who has. And it's a level of just the writing, the character, the companion, the whole concept. It's such a simple concept in theory. It all literally comes back to someone stole a time machine and ran away. That is... Stole a time machine. Maybe. Someone stole a time machine and ran away. It's 8 words. But that is literally, at the end of the day, that's the show. And I think there's something to that simplicity. And like, in a lot of ways, the show has not lived up to its original premise. Originally, it was going to be an educational show for children. For anyone who doesn't know, the original concept was the historical episodes would teach history. The futuristic episodes would teach science. I'm not saying that hasn't happened. There are certainly aspects of that. But you only have to look as far as the second story, because the Unearthly Child, the first serial, which basically is the first episode, and then the rest is about cavemen. It has nothing to do with the Unearthly Child, but it's all grouped together as one. I dropped this pile. One serial. But the Unearthly Child is like tries to be a lesson about ancient history. Doesn't do well. Does not do well in that sense, to me anyway. And if I'm being honest, the Unearthly Child, which I've recently learned will not be available on streaming services because the writer is stubborn and holding on to his rights, which fine. But so like a lot of the streaming is going to start with the second serial, which is the Daleks. Oh, I just grab a Dalek card and you'd think it would be right here in front of my face, but it is not. The Daleks are the second serial that happened, and they kind of went against everything the show was planned to stand for, as far as like we're going to be educational sense, and instead they were just like, the Daleks are monsters, and like I feel like there's been like the Daleks represent Nazis. It's like attempts to like the educational aspect. But at the end of the day, the Daleks are just monsters, and that's what they are. They are absolute monsters. The most monstrous of the monsters in all of the franchises that I've seen. The Daleks are the epitome of racism. The Daleks are pure, and that is what they are. If you are not Dalek, you are inferior. And there's such an element of just the pure racism of what the Daleks are, that they kind of like rejiggered what the show was going to be. From, we're going to represent either science or history, and the Daleks were just like, we're from the future, but we're also kind of history. And because I think one of the early quotes is that the original creator didn't want bug-eyed monster of the week. It's fair. And the Daleks, if you want to look at them through a very narrow lens, the Daleks are a whatever I just said they didn't want. Bug-eyed monster of the week. I think that's it. Anyway. So the Daleks are kind of that. But at the same time, the Daleks are absolutely an analogy for things that have existed in reality. And the Daleks are like the best, worst villains ever created. This has turned into a really long Dalek rant, and if you're watching, I don't even know. But the Daleks are like future Nazis but not, they're their own thing, separate from Nazi. They're not Nazis, but they're like just close enough that I can completely understand the parallel. And um yeah, like the Daleks might be the greatest villain of any sci-fi series I can think of. um Fight me. Like the Borg are a thing, but like the Borg, kind of a joke. they're they're Hydra. um Hydra, I guess Hydra would kind of be a close analogy in a lot of ways. Thanks for that, Paul. The Hydra, because they're like the Nazis, but they're not. Um, the thing about the Daleks is, I don't know. If you understand the Daleks, or you don't. Um, they're Hydra. That's a thing that I feel like needs me to think about when I haven't had as many shots as I have. Sorry, I just felt like that was the right time to take a sip of water. I need to hydrate. Hydrate. See what I see. Yeah. Uh, anyway, I don't know where to go from there. It's just the next card in the pack that I've opened appears to be a cyber controller. Insert foil, not regular old art. Surge foil. Oh boy. And then we got the Sixth Doctor in the TARDIS frame, who I still have technically not watched, although I have seen the episode where the actor appeared before he was ever the Doctor. When he was Maxim? Anyway, just a random Time Lord. But the Seventh Doctor in foil. And got a foil treasure / Dalek token. So yeah, that's that pack. Next pack. I'd like to take this moment as we crack this next pack and see this planes to acknowledge that I was wrong about my alcohol tolerance, and a shot for every common was a mistake. The Fourth Doctor, Mythic Rare. Gallifrey Council Chamber, rare. Ash's Baseball Bat is a rare. Thought Vessel is thankfully an uncommon. It's the fob watch from multiple different points in Doctor Who history. But if you're still watching, we need to take a briefest of pauses in this live stream, and I will be right back after I sneak out of frame to go take care of some business. It has been, oh my god, like an hour and a half. So I don't know. I'm just gonna out of frame. You can just look at my chair, my binders of magic cards for a minute or two. I don't know. Just hang out. Chat. Hey! So I'm back. I seem to have been gone while a chat came in of Inspector Spacetime is pretty awesome, I must say. I won't argue with that particular point. Inspector Spacetime, if you don't know, is a reference to the show Community. A couple of characters there, fans of Inspector Spacetime, which is clearly a stand-in for Doctor Who, which the creator of Community is a fan of. So, we have 2 packs left in this box. I have taken a number of shots that is apparently higher than I thought I could handle without my brain just turning into mush. So my brain is mush, in case you didn't put those statements together. We're going to open these last 2 packs. I brought within my reach, during my short little pause, we just took a bucket of candy. So I'm just going to take a moment to have a Christmas tree. We can eat a Christmas tree real quick. So there we have it. Oh man, this is. I feel like this live stream has really gone past where my brain thought it would, and I'm hoping that on some weird level, it's enjoyable to someone. We just dropped that whole pack. Okay. I think we got it. We have a token, which should be at the back, but it's not, which was the alien, which is the adipose, which is adorable, and dinosaur on the back. Yeah, dinosaurs are a big thing in Magic right now, but I don't care. I don't. We're here for cheesy things like the adipose. Dinosaurs? Fuck dinosaurs. I can't. YouTube gnome, you didn't hear that. Island. The old foil island. The 12th Doctor with his guitar, just in the regular foil version. Centaur in general, regular foil. I'm just gonna Gallifrey Stands. Notable only for its, I wouldn't say only for, I don't remember what the card does. I'm not going to read it right now, but Gallifrey Stands, reference to the 50th anniversary special. Boop. Ooh. Another reference to the 50th, but with a search foil version. Gallifrey Falls No More. There's a lot I could try to say about Gallifrey Falls No More, but I will leave it at Tom Baker. That's my summary. Quantum Misalignment. We've got another chat. What's the deal with the old guy with the guitar? So, I don't actually know why they decided to have the 12th Doctor play guitar. He's referring to this card. The 12th Doctor was, I think, maybe the oldest person to ever be cast as the Doctor, and possibly even older than the first Doctor, even though the first Doctor seemed older. Could have my numbers wrong there, but 12th Doctor was not young. Let's leave it at that. Peter Capaldi was not young when he was cast as the 12th Doctor. And he was a musician. He was in bands, so I assume, based on what I've seen, that he played guitar in said bands. And I I don't know if that was some weird attempt to appeal to a younger audience or just an attempt to bring in his personality, because I mean Star Trek has done it countless times. Data played the violin because I'm actually jumping to some conclusions here, but I think because Brent Spiner played the violin, Riker played the saxophone because Jonathan Frakes played the saxophone. And I feel like the 12th Doctor had a guitar because Peter Capaldi played guitar. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm willing to accept that. But I think really it was only for the one episode. And it was him. It was kind of the 12th Doctor having a weird midlife crisis in a way. So there's that. But at the end of the day, I don't entirely know what the deal is for the old guy with the guitar. Midlife crisis. We're going to leave it at that. Quantum Misalignment, 13th Doctor. Frostfair Lurefish. That is a later 12th Doctor episode. Post-guitar, pre-death. Sungrass Prairie. It says Bill Potts, so it is a 12th Doctor reference. Gallifrey Stands, as I covered fairly recently in this video, is a 50th anniversary special reference. Vine Glimmer Snarl. I see the flavor text is a quote from the 3rd Doctor, so I'm not 1000% sure what particular planet that is, but 3rd Doctor. River Song, Surge Foil, Extended Art. I think it's the best River Song a person can get. Alex Kingston is something else. If you haven't had the pleasure of going to a convention and seeing her panel, I highly recommend checking it out when you can. It's so weird to me because I grew up with a lot of ER. ER was a thing, and if you don't recognize her, this is Alex Kingston, who was in ER as Elizabeth Cordray. I'm so impressed that I knew that name. If I said it wrong, then I'm less impressed, but I think I got it right. And yeah, phenomenal actress. Search Foil, Extended Art. It's one of those rare people that, like, I don't even know what to... I think I lie because I think my brain will always be like, that's River's song. There's some people that, like, actually nail 2 roles to the point where I would have a hard time deciding which one I associate them with. And she's near the top of that list, but I think at the end of the day, she will always be River's song to me. Dreamroot Cascade, Search Foil. Delete. That was my best Cyberman impression. I really feel like I dialed it in there. And delete. Oh my god, just boom. That is not the shots talking. I hope I haven't missed any commons. Delete. X damage to each non-artifact creature and each player because the Cybermen do not discriminate except against everything. Dalek Squadron, Uncommon, Myriad Menace, the Master Mesmerist, and I must have covered the token earlier because I think that's the pack I dropped. Final pack of this box. We have a swamp. I don't think I've acknowledged the basic lands in any way in this post thus far. I do have an appreciation for the basic lands with the TARDIS in the frame somewhere, and I understand that they are a reference to an episode that I cannot always place because my brain does what it wants. The 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. also known as Radagast the Brown, for those of you who know Hobbit better than you know Doctor Who. You will know him there. And I mean, plus Squirrel Poop. I haven't watched this. Squirrel Poop. Why did I decide squirrels? I think it's bird. He's got like literally birds' nests. So I think it's bird poop in Sylvester McCoy as Radagast. Yeah. I haven't actually watched any Seventh Doctor, so I guess technically. Oh, I lied, because I have seen the movie where he regenerates. So I have seen the tiniest bit of Sylvester McCoy as the Doctor, but Radagast still probably my primary association with Sylvester McCoy. So, Choked Estuary, Rare Land. Hey, it's been a minute, but we've got a common here with Thriving Grove, Common Land. For those who have only recently joined this disaster of a stream, commons equals shots. So common shot. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't have things like full bottles. So I think this shot might... I don't think I can get another whole shot of that bottle. So we might have to take another brief pause if I need to take another shot, because that's that bottle. We finished off a bottle of scotch earlier, and I say finished off because it was almost gone when I started. It was really God in my throat. Sorry. Thriving Grove was the common that caused that shot to be taken. Wilfred Mott. Bernard Cribbins. Bernard? Is that the right? That's where we are. We're saying Bernard Cribbins. Passed away shortly after filming his appearance in the 60th anniversary specials. So he will be in the 60th anniversary, but that is confirmed to be his last appearance, and that's a tragedy for those who know what Bernard Cribbins brought to Wilfred Mott. Great actor. Can't say enough. R.I.P. Bernard Cribbins. The 13th Doctor. You know, the one who gets all the hate for various reasons. Poor writing, being a woman, all those things. Extended art rotating fireplace from The Girl in the Fireplace. A phenomenal 10th Doctor episode, which I recently saw someone be like, I don't understand why everyone likes it so much. It's overrated. I hard disagree. The Girl in the Fireplace is incredible. It's Tennant at his most Tennant-y. And I guess if you hate action heroes and romance, and then fine, don't like Girl in the Fireplace. Live your life. Day of Destiny appears to be... I think they've said this is supposed to be when the first Doctor takes Susan and steals the TARDIS originally. which is not a thing that appeared in the show, but they're like, we're gonna make a magic card out of it because we can, and that's amazing. I approve. So it's like before the show even started, that's when this enchantment is a reference to, if I understand all of my things correctly, regeneration is restored. This is a reference to not actually the 50th anniversary special, the episode that came right after that. Because, for anyone who knows the Doctor Who lore, there's a limit on the number of regenerations a Time Lord can have, and may or may not have reached said limit. Shenanigans may have ensued. Things may have happened. Things may have happened even later that made you question whether this was even necessary to begin with, but this is the thing that happened. In Time of the Doctor, is that what the special is called? It's a Christmas special. It comes right after the 50th anniversary special, and this is the extended art with some Matt Smith and old man makeup. It's so blurry, I think. I don't know. Anyway. Regeneration was restored. Celestial Colonnade. Yep. I maybe could try to figure out what that art is from, but my brain can't right now. Surge Foil, Sisterhood of Karn. I only know Sisterhood of Karn from the Night of the Doctor, the lead up to the 50th anniversary. Carpet of Flowers was a reprint that probably needed to happen. This is the extended art Surge Foil. So, the best of the best. Carpet of Flowers. Oh boy. Whew. Let's read Carpet Flowers, because that's where we are. 1 green mana for an enchantment. It says, at the beginning of each of your main phases, if you haven't added mana with this ability this turn, you may add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of islands target opponent controls. So, I think it's the thing people run in Commander. So it became popular. It's originally from like Visions, like 1998, which in Magic terms is really old. In Doctor Who terms, it's, but Magic terms, 1998 is a long time ago. And Carpet of Flowers, highly desired reprint, and we got it. And I got the extended foil there. Last Night Together. Don't want to get too spoiler or too emotional or too spoilery, but those are the two words. No, don't want to get either of those things. Last Night Together is a reference to the 12th Doctor and another character which we mentioned the flavor text, so I don't know, I'm trying to hide. The tower sang and you cried. River Song. That's the flavor text. So 12th Doctor River Song. Last Night Together wasn't the thing I thought I would be okay with. I was actually on the fence about the 12th Doctor and River as a thing, but the episode was everything I could have asked for, so I believe it's called The Husbands of River Song. 0 complaints from me. That is it. Mythic Rare. Mythic Rare. It's a lie. It's a lie. The face card from one of the decks. So if you bought the deck, you have it. This is an alternate frame, but it's not even hard to get because it's a Doctor, and alternate frame Doctors are easy to get. So, Watsy, what are you doing? 4th Doctor with a scarf. See, I can trace the scarf still. So, I could use a scarf like that, because who couldn't use a very long scarf? The second Doctor, the TARDIS frame foil here. The second Doctor played by Patrick Troughton. What can I say about Patrick Troughton other than he was proof of concept. When they came up with the idea of another actor replacing the main character on a show, like, do you hear how absurd that concept is in like a vacuum? We're going to replace the main character, the focal character of our show with a new actor. That's absurd, but like Patrick Troughton managed to like bring, he was the same, but he was different. And that's 1,000% what the show needed at that point in time to work. And somehow this guy, who I literally know nothing about outside of Doctor Who, I'll be honest there, because like Hartnell, I know he did a bunch of, I believe, war movies. That was Hartnell's like jam before he was the Doctor. Hartnell was like a war movie guy. Troughton, I don't have a clue. Pertwee was like the action Doctor, because he knew Venusian karate. I don't feel like that's right. Venusian Aikido, is that right? No one is currently watching that can fact check me on that. So Venusian Aikido it is. If you want to tell me I'm wrong in the comments, feel free. But you're not watching now, and I'll see them when I see them. But anyway, second Doctor, perfect replacement for the tragically alien in health first Doctor. Like, it's just painful to know that Hartnell couldn't keep doing what he was so good at and was so committed to and was so passionate about. Honestly, it's painful to think that like that guy couldn't keep going and had to be replaced. But then we got like the best case scenario in Troughton as his replacement. So it's like a weird storm of interrupting my entire thought process. We had a search foil token, a soldier and treasure. But back to what I was saying, Troughton was like a perfect storm of like he could do what Hartnell did, but was also different enough to establish the concept of regeneration as the character changing. And so that is a box. I have opened a box. It has taken me 112 minutes. Like that was I was impressed with how that was dead on 112 minutes when I said 112 minutes. Dead on. Part of me feels like this is definitely the place to stop because I don't think there were any commons that I missed, but I don't know how many more commons I can handle in the sense of shots, and that is my commitment to. But at the same time, I really want to open these other two boxes that are sitting in front of me. So I'm torn. Like, just my entire soul is being pulled in two directions of, do I open another box of, do I open another collector's box of Doctor Who at the risk of my YouTube channel? Because I know for a fact that I've already accidentally, I mean, I haven't. No, they didn't have it on YouTube. It's live. Twice. I believe some words may have come out of my mouth that weren't supposed to on YouTube. I'm sure it didn't happen. But, so, I'm torn between diving into box number 2. Number 2 of 10, but it's really number 8 of 10, 9 of 10, 9 of 10. Counting is hard, because I honestly just this. I just love Doctor Who and Magic, and the two of them together is such a. So I feel like the fact that I'm thinking about this as much as I am means I'm going to, in fact, jump into another box. YouTube tells me that there aren't very many people watching, but do I even care? Like, I'm kind of, there was a time when like, oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and get a bunch of subscribers and views. That was a thing. But I am nothing if not fickle, and I've kind of moved on with my life to a point where I'm like, do I care? Or am I just doing this because I don't know why I'm doing this. I just want to open some Doctor Who cards, and I thought maybe there's some people that would come along for the ride and have some fun. So yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think we're at opening a second box, although if I have one shot left and I have to find another bottle, but we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. This is going to be a super long live stream because we're already at like 2 hours. Just gonna keep going, except I can't get the plastic wrap off this. Oh, I got it. We're okay. We're gonna be okay. Oh, man. If you're new to the channel, this is a drinking game, and I have lost. I have lost the drinking game, and yet I cannot fight the urge to continue. Here are 12 brand new packs out of a brand new box. We shall soldier on. Oh boy. Honestly, I don't. If you like Doctor Who and you like Magic, I don't understand how you can dislike this product. I am bleh. I don't know how much you can actually see in the actual feed, but bleh. I've given up on sorting. I'm just Search for Island. Cards are just cards. Foil version of the 8th Doctor. That is the Doctor from the Night of the Doctor, because BBC doesn't have the rights to claim any other thing. Talisman of Dominance, represented by the Ood communication sphere from, oh my gosh, the Impossible Planet, Satan Pit? Yeah, that's the two-part episode from the 10th Doctor's run. Command Tower. Command Tower. You'll notice the color of the expansion symbol there, which means it is time. It is time for this. Oh. All right. I don't think my bottle has enough to refill it. I'm gonna try anyway and fail miserably. Oh yeah, not even half a shot. So I will have to track down another bottle, which I do have. I used to work at a liquor store. When I quit, I was like, last day of my discount, let's buy a bunch of stuff I'll never need. So we're still on Command Tower, taking a drink for that. But we're going to need to pause briefly. I already took the shot for Command Tower, but in case I need another, we'll need to pause while I go find another bottle to move forward with. Be right back. Hello! If you're just joining, which I don't think anyone is, but we're a couple hours into this video and a couple shots, just a couple. So we just started a second box of Doctor Who Collector's Boxes with the general rule being that every time I open a common or a serialized card, I have to take a shot. The first box had honestly more commons, thus more shots than I thought it would. So we just moved into the second box, and my second bottle of alcohol that I had grabbed for the purpose of this video ran out. The average number of commons I had gotten from my first few boxes. Anyway, my math was wrong. 2 bottles gone, 1 box, moving into a second box because these are the decisions I've made. I'm probably going to hate this. This is going to be the worst shot I've ever taken, but we've got some peanut butter. This is some peanut butter whiskey. And then we've got some Jack Daniels, which you probably can tell from the bottle, but I don't want to feel like I'm promoting alcohol. I'm not. I 1,000% believe that you can have a good time without drinking. Drinking is an option, not a necessity, but these are the rules I made for this video, mostly because I thought it was funny how few commons there are in these packs versus uncommons, rares, and mythics. But so we're gonna fill this shot with what we are moving into. I don't want to keep mentioning the brand name because I don't want to feel like I'm advertising, but I definitely got some of that all over my hand. I'm going to put that here, where it's going to be both in my way and also out of my way. I'm going to pick up this pack that I was in the middle of. Command Tower was the reason I took the previous shot that I took. I'm going to put the next shot up there. And I'm going to just keep going. I have lost all sense of time and reality. So, Command Tower, Ian Chesterton is mentioned in the flavor text. He was a companion of the First Doctor, and that definitely looks like some First Doctor art. May even be mostly black and white. I feel like there's definitely a pop of color in the art if you look close enough, but First Doctor, Command Tower, TARDIS control room. I believe all the command towers are, in fact, TARDIS control rooms. Whew. Yeah, so moving on. Kraken Time. Kraken Time is a rare reference to the 12th Doctor, 11th Doctor, 11th Doctor era with Matt Smith. Kind of a recurring thing throughout his entire era. There's such a delay on my laptop when seeing the things I'm doing in real time. It's weird. Sorry. In case anyone joins this who is new, thank you for being here, because I don't think we're but thank you for joining this live stream of chaos. And but Kraken Time is a reference to the 11th Doctor. And this is very much a plot point that followed throughout the entirety of the 11th Doctor's era. I say era, meaning the time that the 11th Doctor was the Doctor. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just feel like anytime I say era, because I am also full confessions, I am in fact I am a Swiftie. So anytime I say era, I immediately jump to Taylor Swift. But anyway, this is the 11th Doctor era, and this was a recurring theme throughout, across companions, across everything else. This was across the entire run of the 11th Doctor. Kraken Time was a thing. So, oh boy. Search foil, which is a very pretty variation on the regular foil. I don't feel like I have the right lighting to get that to look particularly good on camera, but this is a fiery eyelet. That's a tough word. Fiery eyelet. Um, oh boy. The Valiard. This is a thing. This is a thing that happens, I believe, during the Sixth Doctor run. The Trial of a Time Lord. Trial of a Time Lord. Yes. And I haven't gotten there yet in my viewing, which, shame on me. Shame on me. But I haven't. So, to me, this is a mystery. It's a mystery I very much look forward to solving and like understanding, and I'm excited to get there. Just finished the 5 Doctors. Anyway, Valiard is a villain from Trial of Time Lord, which is a sixth Doctor season-long arc. Someday I will understand. Wedding ring. This particular, my comprehension of everything that's happened there is that wedding ring is a reference to the 11th Doctor era, but I don't want to be all spoilery for people who watched it, so wedding ring. Donna Noble. I opened a Donna Noble way earlier in the stream. Donna is obviously the companion who has returned for the 60th anniversary specials. If you've seen the trailers for that, which if you're a Doctor Who fan, I assume you have. If you're not, you're wrong. But Donna Noble, played by Catherine Tate, this is a representation of her from her original appearance, from her first time around. One of the best companions, in my opinion, and probably some other people's opinions, to have ever graced the screen. But moral of the story, Donna Noble, back for the 60th. Catherine Tate, absolutely amazing. Obviously, primarily a comedic actress, but I think in her role as Donna, she's shown she can do so much more. So, watch all of the Donna with the Doctor. And if you can come away from the entire run of the Doctor and Donna and not have an appreciation for Donna or Catherine Tate, then you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Whoop. Cursed Mirror, reference to a 13th Doctor story, which I think involves like a talking frog. And I just not in a place where that's a thing we want. No. Search Foil of Madame Vastra. In case anyone was wondering, I am now like, I think 2 packs into my second box of Doctor Who Collector's Edition. We will not be opening this 3rd box because the drinking game aspect of this has really come down hard. So we will be saving this box for another time. But I'm committed at this point to, I think I have like 10 more packs here, so that's where we're at. But Madame Vastra, Surge Foil, Extended Art, The lizard man from the dawn of time, who was also a lesbian and in a relationship with Jenny Flint, and that is what it is. Search foil extended art of Creeping Tar Pit. I don't know what that's a reference to. Surge foil extended art of the Fugitive Doctor, which obviously is the Fugitive Doctor from the 13th Doctor era. Ties in with the Thomas Child and all the things that some people think we should just pretend didn't happen, but at the end of the day, Doctor Who is a collaboration of many different creators, and I think we have to acknowledge all of them, including Chris Chibnall. And so therefore, plus, I mean, there's nothing. Can anyone actually tell me that Jo Martin wasn't a brilliant doctor when she appeared? Spoilers. So, you know what? If you have a problem with it, I don't have answers for you. Figure it out. Just keep watching the show and enjoying it for what it is. 12th Doctor, TARDIS frame. Dalek Squadron, Uncommon, 3/3 Myriad Menace. Oh, Surge foil. Surge foiling. I feel like I don't have my lighting set up properly for surge foiling to really show. But, and then we have a token, which is a Dalek on one side, and a Cyberman on the other side. Ooh, it's like some Doomsday shenanigans with the bickering between the Dalek and Cybermen. And oh boy, does part of me wish I had stopped this video after the first box. Because there's a lot of packs left to go. A lot. But I'm committed. So we're into box 2. It's like pack 2 or 3 or I don't know anymore. But we are into what we're into. It is ironically only 7 p.m. my time, but I am definitely ready to hit the hay after however many shots. I don't know. I hope I haven't missed any. I'm trying to play fair with my self-imposed drinking game rules, but Swamp, Basic Land. 10th Dr. Foil. Again, this is exactly the card you get if you buy the timey-wimey deck. And therefore, opening one in a pack feels like that. Doomsday Confluence, reference to the, I don't know, one of those episodes. Oh boy. Dugan Private Detective is a reference to I believe, 4th Doctor story. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Should have stopped. Psychic Paper has appeared across multiple incarnations. Yeah, there's literally no way for me to tell what particular incarnation this is supposed to represent, but Psychic Paper has been an uncommon card, thankfully, represented across many eras. Flatline is the 12th Doctor story. The Boneless, the 9th Doctor. Do not undervalue the 9th Doctor's era. Port Town, which is a reference to Venice in this particular case. Confession Dial, which ties into Heaven Sent, one of the best acted episodes of Doctor Who that has ever been acted. Scattered Groves, which says it's Seventh Doctor reference, which I haven't seen the Seventh Doctor, so boop. Dalek Drone, which is a surge foil. Dalek Drone, Dalek. Daleks are everywhere. Doctor Who wouldn't be what it is without the Daleks, but there might be something still. I don't know. That'd be a weird alternate reality to visit is Doctor Who without Daleks. Let's get some more water in me real quick. Zerd Beach, Surge Foil Extended Art with the Impossible Astronaut, Doomsday Confluence, Yasmin Khan, 13th Doctor Companion in the TARDIS frame, foil TARDIS frame, River Song, just a brilliant companion across 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctors. And then a foil token with Soldier and Alien Warrior. And we're going to take the briefest of pauses before I get into the rest of the second box of Doctor Who that I just stupidly decided to venture into for a 10 packs left to go. But just gonna take a real quick pause. Just gonna take a little more water here. And I will be right back. Right back with you who are suffering through this video to open the other 10 packs of this box. I'm sure you're just glued to your chairs with anticipation. I will be right back. I apologize because I keep trying to do like dramatic changes in the volume of my voice, but I should also remember that I didn't feel a need to grab a microphone for this video, so when I get quiet you probably just cannot hear me. So pause. BRB. Hello. Just sliding back in. No chat updates. So, we are 2 packs into a second ill-advised box of Doctor Who Collector's Boxes. Yeah. So opened 14 packs so far, with the general rule that I take a shot of an alcoholic beverage every time I open a common. I've lost track of the number of times it has happened, but more than I anticipated. So I moved into the second box. Not my greatest idea, but I did it. So we're gonna keep going. We're at least gonna finish this box. Do one more, but we will absolutely not be opening. I don't even know where that landed. We will not be opening box number 3 because we won't be. I've now grabbed some cheese as a thing that would be trying to counteract the ill effects of the sheer number of shots of alcohol that I've taken. I apologize. This was not how I thought this video would go. Hoping we could have some nice, pleasant conversation about Doctor Who and its 60th anniversary. But here we are. Shots have overwhelmed me, and I have lost all control of my brain. Foil Mountain. Foil 5th Doctor. The Beast. Deathless Prince. Foil rare. Crisis of Conscience. 4th Doctor. Foil rare. In reference to the infamous just touch these 2 strands together and the Daleks are finished. Have I that right? The crisis of conscience that the 4th Doctor faced. Surge foil of Astrid Peth from the 10th Doctor Christmas special. Surge foils are pretty. Osgood. Operation Double. The weird fan insert into the Doctor Who canon. Hunted by the Family. Reference to the popular 10th Doctor episode. Celestial Colonnade. The Cyber Controller. Extended art foil. As foretold. Extended art foil. Reference to the eventual Fornox prophecy that would lead to the end of the 10th Doctor. Surge foil of Flaming Tyrannosaurus, a 12th Doctor story. I grabbed, don't remember if I said I grabbed some, oh no. Some cheese as a way to hopefully soak up some of the alcohol that has been hitting me real hard. I apologize for eating on camera. Hopefully the chewing isn't too obnoxious. But Flaming Tyrannosaurus. Celestial Colonnade, Surge Foil Extended. Out of time. Oh, that's the first time I've said those words in this video, that's for sure. An enchantment, white, surge foil here. The 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. Yasmin Khan, the a companion of the 13th Doctor, one of several. Probably the most, I don't even know if I want to say that. One of the companions of the 13th Doctor, all of whom were probably underdeveloped for what they wanted to be. Food, Force, Surge Foil token. Oh boy. Alright. We're just gonna keep rolling. No, I'm just gonna drop things. Search for a Forest. The 12th Doctor, old man with the guitar. Is old guy with the guitar. That's how it was brought up in chat earlier. Snared by the Mara. Thought Vessel, an uncommon. Temple of Enlightenment, which is a rare. Psychic Paper, uncommon. The Moment from the 50th Anniversary Special, rare. Sheltered Thicket, which is an extended art rare, non-foil, in this particular case, Mountain Forest. Jamie McCrimmon, the Scottish lad who I should not be doing accents right now, but yet I am enticed to try poorly. Jamie McCrimmon, everyone. Heroic Intervention, extended art foil. The 4th Doctor, Surge foil, extended art. Cinder Glade, same things. Everybody Lives. God, this is if there's one line from the entirety of all the Doctor Who I have watched that is seared into my brain, it is Everybody Lives. And my impersonation was terrible. I'm aware of that every time I try and every time I feel myself fail. But Surge foil, extended art, Everybody Lives from, oh boy, is it Doctor Dances? I forget which one is the first versus the second episode. I can't even remember the names of both right now, but from that 2-part episode in the first series of the reboot. Uncommon of the TARDIS. Uncommon foil of Dalek Squadron. And a foil with the Adipose Alien and the Mark of the Ronnie. Oh boy. So many packs left of box 2. Oh. All right. We got this. We got this. Mountain. 6th Doctor, Colin Baker. Surge foil, Ominous Cemetery, uncommon, thank God. Heroic Intervention. Regular foil, but rare. Everything comes to dust. Regular foil, rare. Bill Potts, regular foil, rare. The Flood of Mars, extended art rare. As Foretold, extended art rare, Fornox. 7th Doctor, foil, extended art rare. Fractured Identity, foil, extended art rare.
Reference to Clara Oswald. Ecstatic Beauty. A Vincent van Gogh reference. I say Gough because that is apparently the British way of saying Van Gogh. So that's where we are. This is the Surge Foil Full Art. Woo! Woo! As we're told, Surge Foil Extended Art. Oh boy. Smolder Marsh regular Surge Foil. Third Doctor, John Pertwee, TARDIS frame. That is all. Seventh Doctor, foil TARDIS frame. And a foil token with Dalek and food. Would you like a jelly baby? Oh boy. The second opening second box of this video was definitively, without a doubt, a mistake. So there we have it. Surge Forest. The Fourth Doctor in foil, mythic rare, but also a face card for deck. So Great Intelligence's Plan. Explorer. This is a Surge foil version, which is great, but it's also a common. So, as per the hopefully slavishly maintained rules of this game, I am duty bound to take a shot of we're into Jack Daniels now. I didn't expect to take this many shots to get this far, but anyway, here down it goes. I'm gonna just get some more water in there. Excuse me. Whew. I also dropped my cheese. I don't know if you've been here with me this long enough to know that I had cheese and dropped it. Oh, that's awkward. My cheese is on the floor. It fell out of the package. I'm going to disappear for a moment to retrieve my cheese from the floor. This might be the low point of my YouTube streaming career right here, where I disappear from the frame again to retrieve my cheese from the floor. Hi. So, if you've
only recently joined, you might be thinking, what did I just see? But what you've just seen is possibly the low point of my entirely YouTube career / experience. When I paused to pick up my cheese off the floor. Anyway, took the shot. In case you just joined, every time I open a common, it's a shot. We're into the second box of Doctor Who. We are halfway through the second box. Second box of Doctor Who Collector Boosters. Search Foil Explore there was a shot. Because every time I open a common, which in reality should be common. But Wizards of the Coast, they do what they want, and it's the least open rarity in Doctor Who Collector's Packs. But I'm now a box and a half in and taking a shot for every common. May not be advisable. Oh boy. We're almost at 3 hours. Chat hasn't been super active, but there have been people in and out, and I don't know what to say other than the next card in my hand is War Room, which is a rare foil. Temple of Epiphany, another rare foil. Flaming Tyrannosaurus, in this case extended art. Rare, not foil, just regular, but Flaming Tyrannosaurus. Temple of Epiphany, extended art. The Master formed anew. Foil extended art, rare. Temple of Malice, same deal. Missy, the first Missy of this whole experience. I'm gonna call it an experience. Search foil, extended art. Missy, Time Lord Rogue. Big fan. They did great things with the character for this. What this represents. Search foil, Smoldering Marsh. Yeah, Swamp Mountain there. Search foil of Davros Dalek Creator. Missy in the TARDIS frame. And the Ninth Doctor in TARDIS frame foil. The Ninth Doctor is a treasure to not be underappreciated, even if sometimes skipping the ninth might be an okay to watch the show. Don't skip 9. But sometimes, if it's the only way you can watch the show, then fine, jump in somewhere else. But the Ninth Doctor is so good. Search foil, alien insect, soldier. Alright, we are going to hit the end of this video eventually. We've got 6 packs left. We're gonna get there. We've got some Jack. We've got some cheese. We've got my inability to pull this pack open. I've had too many shots because I made rules and I followed them and they were a mistake.
All right. Top of the morning to you. I'm sorry. Foil Island. Foil Third Doctor. Foil Zygon Infiltrator, which is an uncommon, which is not surprising because it's the first one we've gotten in a box and a half. Surge Foil Horizon Canopy Rare Land. Everybody Lives. I wish I could use that line justice, but I cannot. Foil card. Gallifrey Council Chamber. Foil card. 13th Doctor Extended. Temple of Mystery Extended. Susan Foreman, the first companion in the extended foil. Doctor's granddaughter. Temple of Plenty extended foil. Rassilon, the War President. I think I went under bant on Rassilon earlier. I have a hard time understanding his significance. Heroes Podium. Art shows a bunch of different Doctor Who characters on podiums as heroes. Out of Time. Extended art. Surge Foil. These are things. Moving on, because Weeping Angel, the Master Gallifrey's End, Foil TARDIS Frame, Treasure Fish Token. Oh boy. If I think I've learned my lesson that 2 boxes and a drinking game is not a thing that I can handle, but we still have 5 packs left of this second box, and I stupidly started, so we're gonna finish. Third, I have one more box of Doctor Who collector boosters to open at some point. I'm late for the 60th anniversary because that's the UK time and they're ahead of us. So technically I'm late anyway, but tried to get this out on the anniversary of 60 years of Doctor Who. But didn't get there. So there will be one more box to follow. Maybe I'll do it after I watch the first special on Saturday. First special on Saturday. I'll watch that, and maybe I'll kind of like combine a reaction video with the opening of the third box, and I'll talk about Doctor Who without trying to be spoilery, so it'll probably be a disaster, much like this video. What do you know? What do you know? Oh boy. Alright. We've got a Surge Foil Mountain. That's cool. We've got a Foil Ninth Doctor. Alright. Foil Sycorax Commander. Alright. Foil Time Wipe. That's a card. Foil Jenny. Generated Anomaly. Foil Sisterhood of Karn. Extended art non-foil Jamie McCrimmon. Farewell. I think this is my first farewell of today. Rassilon, the War President. Extended art foil. Choked Estuary extended art foil. Dinosaurs on a spaceship extended art surge foil. Fortified Village extended art surge foil. The 11th Hour saga with surge foiling treatment. The Master Caliphrae's End. And a uncommon Weeping Angel TARDIS frame treatment. Alien Angel, Mutant, Token, double-sided, all those things that happen in Doctor Who packs. Island. Regular foil island. And the second Doctor foil. Doomsday Confluence Surge foil. Thriving Heath, which, as you will note, is a common land. So therefore, my shot glass is empty. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cap is gone forever. So, I do not know how many shots I've now taken, but I also don't 1000% know where the pack I just put down is. I think I see it. But I have just opened another common, so as per the rules, down the hatch. Oh boy. So that was for a Thriving Heath. Oh my goodness. Arcane Signet. Also a common. Oh boy. I feel like this is a decision-making point in the history of a YouTube channel. I am absolutely at/past my limit, but according to my own rules, this card needs another shot. So, oh boy. I don't want to do it, but I said I would. But I don't want to. But I said I would. As you can see, I've lost all control of this stream. Cards are strewn about on the table. Oh. I think I've lost most of my live viewers, so I can't even ask for a second opinion. Should I take the shot that technically the cards have demanded based on my own criteria? Oh boy. Whew.
feel like the answer is yes. I said I would, so I should. I feel like there will be regrets. And let this be a lesson to everyone involved, including myself, that drinking too much is not fun. Not at all. In fact, it's incredibly unfun, and I regret many regrets. Many regrets as the table in front of me spins with magic cards. I am going to need to take another brief pause, but I think in the interest of continuity and the hopes of me only having 3 packs left to finish 2 boxes, I shall take a shot for this arcane signet that I have opened. Oh boy. The promises. BRB. Hello! And we're back. So we are most of the way through our second box of Doctor Who Collector's Packs, with the rule that we take a shot whenever we open a common. Oh boy, it's been rough, must admit. Whew. But I think I've got this. I think I can soldier on through the last few packs, and I think I can. I think I can. So we just, before I disappeared for a moment, Arcane Signet was a common foil. I did that. Lunar Hatchling is a foil rare. Reverse the Polarity is an extended art foil. Not foil. Extended art rare. Fury Calm Snarl. Extended art rare. Oh boy. Trenzalore Clock Tower. Extended art rare foil. Sky Cloud Expanse. Extended art foil. Oh man. Hunted by the Family. Extended art foil. Sunken Hollow. Extended art foil. Banished to Another Universe. Foil common. Fifth Doctor foil. Not foil. TARDIS frame rare. 11th Doctor foil. TARDIS frame rare. And a Surge foil warrior / treasure token is. Oh man. Whew. This was maybe not the worst idea I've ever had, but opening the second box was definitely among the worst ideas I've ever had. Three packs left of box number 2, and yeah. Oh. Alright, foil planes. 11th Doctor foil. Clockwork Droid foil. Temple of Plenty foil. Mystic Monastery uncommon foil. Future Doctor. Oh boy. This is how it ends. Extended art non-foil. Shadowblood Ridge. Foretold Soldier. Extended art foil. Rootbound Craig, same. Surge foil, extended art Auton Soldier. Surge foil, extended Farewell. Surge foil, Impending Flux. The Master multiplied, which is a just Stars Frame regular. Master Mesmerist. Foil. Yeah. And token is a copy / clue. Oh boy. We're gonna make it. We are gonna make it. I can do this.
I can do this. Foil Forest. Search foil of the 9th Doctor. Pretty pretty. This is how it ends. Regular foil. Traversant Eternity. Regular foil. Oh. Whew. Oh boy. Amy Pond, regular foil. Rogue's Passage foil. Dugan, Private Detective, Extended Art non-foil. Time Wipe, same deal. Bill Potts, Extended Art foil. Time Wipe, Extended Art foil. Return to the Past, Extended Art Surge foil. Oh man. Excuse me. Day of Destiny, Extended Art Search foil. Here comes Snarl, same deal. 6th Doctor. Rare, TARDIS frame. Davros, Stalk Creator. Technically a mythic rare. TARDIS frame. Search foil, Dalek Treasure. Some water. Oh boy. So, this has been a rough opening. 2 collector's boosters boxes of Doctor Who Magic the Gathering with a shot taken for every foil opened. Oh boy. Last pack. Forest. First Doctor foil. Creeping Tarpet foil. Joe Grant foil. Deserted Beach foil. Cultivate is a foil common, which technically means I should take a shot. Oh boy. I'm very much aware that I am at my limit. Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure I don't have any live viewers, but I would hate to disappoint any future viewers. Oh man. Tough decision. Oh, foil cultivate, last pack. Do I take a shot? Or do I fudge it and just move along? Oh boy. I wish I had a simple answer, but I do not, because I'm so very much at that edge. Oh. Oh. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I will make a decision.
All right, so in case the very long pause hasn't been an indication, I'm done. This is I have reached the end of my Doctor Who collector's box opening. I believe this was my last pack anyway, but Cultivate was the foil common that did me in. Riversong's Diary, Canopy Vista, Adric, Wedding Ring, Search for Riversong's Diary, Search for Chaos Warp, Search for Uncommon Soul Ring, the 10th Doctor, TARDIS Frame, and Rose Tyler, TARDIS Frame Foil, Alien Rhino / Clue Foil Token. That's it. That's definitely the end of this video. Mistakes were made. 2 boxes, 1 video. Too much. Too much. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, the Magic the Gathering release of Universes Beyond tie-in, and that's all I can hope for at this point in time. Enjoy what you can of the things. Ugh. We're just gonna awkwardly grab my phone. Worst ending to a stream ever. How do I even stop? I don't even know. No, that just flips the camera. I don't want to flip the camera. I want to stop. I want to be done. I just want to be done. Yes, I am sure I want to stop streaming. No, thank you. Enjoy the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who.